Hi, a very good evening. I hope we are doing well. Okay. Okay. A very good evening to all of you. It's a pleasure to come your way. I'm doing just a very quick, short live video. First and foremost is to thank all of you for such an amazing time at the House Summits. Personally, it was a great one, and want to thank all of you so much. Thank you for the feedback that we've received from all of you. It's been amazing. The feedback has been massive. We are grateful for the attendance in person, the online feedback, and all of that. Want to thank all of you. Let me put it on the screen for just. Uh, so thank you so much for the house summit. Was such a good one, and we are quite grateful for that. Today, I want to just quickly talk to you about some few things that we are currently doing. I'm sure by now you've heard of the Duah Mentoring Club 100. What we are trying to do this time around is to do our possible best to help as many people as we can. So let me type it here. I'm trying to type so that application is open. Okay, just a second. I'm trying to put it here for you. Just okay. So we've opened the application for the Dual Mentoring Club 100, and you could see it's right. If you scroll down there, you see it there. So we have just a Google form that you just click on it and then apply. And we're doing this basically because for someone like me, the reason why we do what we do is that some of us growing up were privileged to see some very good role models, both young and old people. People who are doing great and mighty things in their areas of expertise, people that we could look up to, people that we aspire to be like them. And this was a great source of motivation for some of us. Fortunately and unfortunately, it was so difficult to often get the chance to get to some of these people, whether to have access to them directly or indirectly. It's very difficult. People you admire, people you want to learn from, people you want to be close to, but they're also human beings and they have their busy schedule, so it's a bit difficult to reach out to them. So we came up with the Dual Mentoring Club 100, and the main thing that we plan doing is to be able to bring a group of experts from different and diverse fields, like you saw at the House Summit. So someone like Dr. Genevieve Pearl Duncan has been doing this with us for the past 3 years. Every single year, she makes time, even wherever she is in the world, whether in the US, in the UK. The last time she spoke, she was in the US speaking. The last 2 years, she was in UK. This year, she was here in Ghana with us. So the most important thing is that we want to literally learn to mentor people. So we bring people like Dr. Genevieve Pearl Duncan on board. It helps. Dr. Victor Abe is a retired captain. He's a military officer who is now a strategic leadership consultant. He has a program on Metro TV Ghana, and most of you could watch him. And he's a seasoned consultant with loads of experience. We bring people from the diaspora, people from all over the world. We have other professors, industry experts from Microsoft, others from Amazon Web Services, people working in developmental financial institutions that will also be sharing with all of you. So please, the reason why we do this is because we are looking at it from the angle where we personally believe that you can decide to go the hard way, where you get a bit of trial and error. Okay, so the most important thing is that we do our possible best where you decide that, okay, I'm going to go the hard way. So 25 years from now, I'm going to learn it on my own, or you can sit under the feet of a very good mentor, people who have already walked that mile, and then they can teach you within some few minutes, hours, or even days some of the good things that they've learned. The second most important thing that we do with this mentoring is because we've realized that quite a number of us have very sensitive questions we want to ask mentors, people we want to talk to, but we don't even know how to ask them. So we create what we call a safe zone. All our mentees, we have a WhatsApp group. We have a very close niche group that we all find ourselves where people see it as a safe house to ask any question, come up with anything. There's one-on-one, there's a group one, and then we learn together and we grow together. For testimonies, we've been very careful bringing testimonials, especially on Facebook, Instagram, or even LinkedIn, because we want to keep most of it to ourselves. But just last week, we had literally over, I think, 3 of our people receiving a full funded scholarship. Some going to Canada, to USA. We have one of our mentees who literally has never worked for an international corporation or business before, and now is working with a multinational corporation. We have people that been able to dare to do more. One of our fellows who literally now has about 5 main companies spreading quickly. So there are so many testimonials that we have, but we don't do this for publicity. So most of the good things we share it within the team. We don't want to, and the other good things like grants, scholarships, and things that come our way, funding and stuff. We are not so keen on letting the public. We've done this for this. We've done that. That's not the objective. The objective is to impact lives, make lives better, help people to be able to guide them and help them reach those levels that they have to. So you're invited to quickly look at the Duah Mentoring Club 100, and it's a competitive one. So please, when you are applying, don't just go and click, hi, my name is this, and just apply. You have to give us a reason why you should. The 3 main things that we look out for is, one, to understand the hunger that you have and what you think this would do for you after you've actually completed, or what you expect to learn from such a mentoring program. So I just wanted to come on and then share these few things with you. We'll be publishing. We launched this book. It's a pockets book. Please give me a copy of the other one, Intentional Worth, just a copy. So we have this book that we launched during the House Summit. It's a very simple pocket companion called The Echoes in the Ether. Let me change this for you right here. So just a second. So 200 bytes of wisdom from the Okay. So this is a new. I did this simple pocket companion. Actually, there are 3 books that are supposed to come out, but my focus was to get this simple pocket companion for you. These are 200 very powerful words that I've put together, 200 quotes to be specific. And it's supposed to be a pocket companion that you can have in your pocket, read them whilst on the train, on the bus, read them while at school, at your workplace and stuff. And will be on Amazon from the latest by 15th of September. Will be on Amazon, and will be something that is extremely affordable. You can order it from Amazon, and wherever you are in the world, it will be delivered to you. We'd also have them available for those who are in Ghana nationwide for you to pick a copy. So I'll just read some few parts of it for you, and then we'll call it a day for now. So The first part from it, and that's the number one, is this is why I do what I do, that I may tell the next generation about the reality of their fears. So that's it right here. So that I may tell the next generation their fears and possibilities, that I may share uh, their hopes, okay, that I may share with them the truth of the harshness of life and the importance of their hopes in action, that they may believe in the grace to start and the efforts needed to complete, that they may understand the principles upon which a life well lived is built. So, what we are trying to do with this book is first and foremost, I personally believe that we need to let all of us here know the importance of the realities that we have. Your fears are possible, your dreams are also possible. Depends on which one you and I will feed and how we would have to prepare ourselves towards it and make it happen. The point two here is that most people tend to value and appreciate financial aid over good counsel, connections, human capital, and support. Don't undermine those who give you the latter due to expectations of only the former. Most of the times, people tend to focus more on financial help, but there are some people that give you more than financial help. They may not fish for you today, but they will teach you how to fish, and that one may be more valuable than just the money that they give you. Andrews Derry saying, how can I have a brief online meeting or conversation with you, please? If you want to have a conversation with me online, you'd have to send me a DM in the first place. So just inbox me and I'll look at my schedule. But normally, I spend most of my time one on one with those I'm mentoring within a particular year. So if you want to get me one on one, I think you should apply for the mentoring club because every year I dedicate my time for 100 people between the ages of 20 and 40, exceptionally those below 50, but I don't do below about 50 years. So between 20 up to 40 years. So if you want to have time one on one with me, I'll propose that you actually join the mentoring club. That one have direct access to me. And until then, you can just send me an inbox and then my team would arrange for a meeting, then we'll talk about it. Uh, Mutakio says, God bless you, Doc, so much. Humanity exists because of individuals like you. Thank you, Mutakio. Child of Fire. Hey, Rema is one of our mentees with Mutakio. Rema, it's been a long while. I think we need to catch up soon. Agbe Marcel, très administratif du travail macabre que vous abattez la jeunesse au mouvement. Merci beaucoup, Agbe. C'est déjà bien. Merci. God bless you, my role model. Thank you, Francis. So Francis is also one of the students that we trained during the mentorship program. Okay, so let me quickly. I'll be sharing some of your comments on the screens. Now, let me read these few 6 ones to you whilst you wait for the book. Those who have the copies, the feedback are massive. You love it. Point 7 in the, so echoes in the ether, point 7, is that play the long game, okay? While everyone is trying to get rich quickly, okay, compound your skills and knowledge. Build your character. In the end, people may call you lucky, but you simply understood compound effects and built a formidable life over time. So please do not be in a hurry to look at the get rich quick scheme that people are trying to do, where everybody is trying to find shortcuts and short ways and means to just make money. Okay, play the long game. There's nothing wrong with it. Every single day, keep doing it. But most importantly, learn to become valuable by the day. Improve upon your skills and do your possible best that you improve. And with time, once you understand compound interest, people may think you are lucky when you're able to do a lot of things that you do, but eventually they'll know the hard work is actually paying off. Point 8 says that at any minute, there's someone who can come along and change your life. and that person is you. For a very long time, we are saying that everybody is waiting for that great person, that mighty person, that philanthropist that will come and then change your life, put it there where you want to be, and so on and so forth. But to be honest with you, the person you're expecting to change their life is actually you. And I believe so much, and that's why we put in all the efforts we put in, and we keep doing what we are doing. For most of you, I personally believe that you have all it takes to be where you want to be. And I'm sure that by God's grace, you'll be able to make it there. Let me read the last three for you whilst you look at it. So, point 22 out of the 200 states that not all storms come to disrupt your life, some come to clear your path. For a very long while now, many people are thinking that every storm that comes our way is actually meant to destroy us. I want to tell you, some storms come your way to clear your path and to make you see clearer. If you had not been the storms you went through, you wouldn't have known the people you have been dealing with. You wouldn't have known who is for you, who is against you. You wouldn't have known who would wish for a downfall and who would even make things happen that way. Okay? And that's what you have to do. You need to understand that not all storms are there to actually destroy you. Point 24 is one that I love so much. It says that don't let your what if waste your what is. There are some of you that are dreaming so much about tomorrow, some of you that are all over the place thinking about tomorrow that you've forgotten what you have. Some of you are actually wondering what is happening, and you want to maybe be, for example, you are dreaming of having a program here, you are dreaming of becoming this person, and then sometimes you also are even in a relationship. The guy you are with, the lady you are with, you look at other relationships and you think, oh, that would have been better. You are living in another country and you think about greener pastures elsewhere. By the time you realize you've forgotten what you're supposed to do, and then it takes you away. Ten years from now, make sure you can say you chose your life, you didn't settle for it. 10 years from now, make sure that you can tell yourself that this life I have, I chose it. I didn't settle for it. There are so many of us that we are allowing life to just happen to us instead of we determining how life should be. For most people who know me, I talk about living by design and not living by default. So for me, what I advise you is that you need to live by design. Living by design means that be intentional about life and make sure that you don't allow life to just happen to you. I'll take the last two and then we'll call it a day, and then most of you can wait till September 15th to get your copies on Amazon, or if you're in Ghana, it will be available from the first week of September. Those outside Ghana, by September 15th, will be live on Amazon. So let me read point 56. Slow success, okay, builds character. Fast success builds ego. Success isn't given, it is earned. Character is built from grit. So stop trying to skip the struggles. That's where character is built. And I repeat it. Slow success builds character. Fast success builds ego. Success isn't given, it is earned. Character is built from grit. So stop trying to skip the struggles. That's where the character is built. So for so many people, when you succeed at a faster rate, I personally have been, I call it blessed by God that I have experienced success quite at a very young or younger age. I got to experience it. And I'll be very honest with you. If you succeed so fast, okay, sometimes it makes you think you are too good, you are the best, you are literally the finest. It makes you feel a bit that you are invisible, okay? But one thing that I've come to understand is that when your success is slow, when you take your time to build yourself, to grow. Okay, it helps to build your character. You go through the toughness of life, the hardship of life, you go through the whole meal, you go through the hassle and bustle of it, it improves you. So success is not something that is given. You have to earn it. You need to earn your living, earn your wages, earn your salary, earn everything. And success, most importantly, is built from grit. Is very important. So don't try to skip the struggles. Okay, this is the mistake that we make. We get the struggles, we run away from them. We hit the wall, we run away from it. Things become tough, we run away from it. You're escaping it is not going to make that difference yet. You would have to go through it. I've gone through a lot of hard times in my life, very difficult times. I've gone through very successful moments too. And all of these things have formed the character and, in fact, the person that I'm becoming. And I believe that as you read these very good bites of wisdom from me, it will help you. I'll take the last two and then we are out of here. Okay, so let me read this one for you. So, love people who hate you. This is a difficult one. Recently, I had a very tough moment with some few people, and I couldn't believe that somebody could, I mean, bad math, even gaslight and say some few bad words about me. And when somebody reported the case to me, the person expected that, oh, because he heard that somebody said this thing about me, I'll quickly jump on and also say some bad things. I said, no. If you're a good person, don't ever waste time trying to prove it. Okay? There's no need trying to prove that you're a good person. If you're a good person, you're a good person. And if people hear anything about you and they believe it, it means that they never trusted you even in the first place. Okay? So never waste your time trying to prove that you're a good person. Never waste your time in doing that. Okay? Okay? So the most important thing is that love people who hate you. Okay? Pray for people who have wronged you. Okay? The most shocking thing is that when people wrong you, pray for them. It won't change their lives. Sometimes some people, their heart is so bad, it will not change them. Okay? But I have come to the understanding when you pray for people who wrong you, it actually changes yours. Now, for so many of you, we build too many walls and not enough bridges. Okay, some of us think that every single person is dispensable. There are some people, the least thing they'll just burn the bridge, the least thing they'll just catch people off, the least thing they'll just move on. Okay, so the most important thing I'm trying to tell you is that learn to mend fences. Okay, build bridges, learn to forgive people. When you are hurt, grieve those losses. Okay, but let the toxic grudges let it go and move on with your life. Now, yet, when you see clear lines of envy, and this is a part of wisdom I want you to pay attention to. When you see clear lines of envy, and please, I'm reading for those who are joining for my new book. So it's actually the Echoes in the Ether. So 200 bites of wisdom from the Duah. Okay, so these are a collection of bites of wisdom that I've put together for all of you as a pocket companion. It's actually a bigger book of about 400 pages that I've brought the pocket size one out for you so that you can have it with you wherever you go. So, yet, when you see clear lines of jealousy, envy, and covetousness, flee. Be forgiving, but don't be stupid. In doing this, you don't have to knock anyone off their game to win yours. Never ever in your life try to destroy another person. Never ever. Even if they are trying to destroy you, they're speaking, never ever do that. Don't destroy another person. Don't do that. When people even push you, no matter what, don't speak ill of people. Don't say bad things about them. Do your possible best. Let them say all that they want to say, but never be like them. Remember what I told you. If you are a good person, Never waste your time trying to prove it to anyone. Never waste your time. You're a good person, you're a good person. You don't need to prove anything to anyone. Don't waste your time with that one. In doing this, you don't have to knock anyone off their game to win yours. It doesn't build you up to tear others down. When you diminish others to elevate yourself, you only diminish yourself further. This is what people don't know. The very moment that you intend to destroy other people, you are destroying yourself. The very moment you tend to break someone, you are breaking yourself. So don't go that path. It's like putting poison for two people in a meal and giving it to someone to drink, and you also drink it. Both of you will die. Both of you will die. Okay. So these are some very good, useful quotes that I want you to have a good look at it. And for those that are outside, remember very well that this is a very good bite of wisdom that will help you. Okay, so the book is categorized in different forms. Okay, so it has different forms and different topics and areas, and it addresses it all over. So we'll talk about intentional wealth, a bit of it for you to have ideas of wealth and how to go about it, how to build a tough skin. Okay, sometimes life becomes tough, becomes difficult. How do you build a tough skin to face all the things that you have to go through? Okay, how do you go through all of them? I put very useful words here that would help you. An example for the tough skin one is that I learned this the hard way. Okay, that's quote number 150. I learned this the hard way that life is not fair. So don't expect it to be. Okay, you will stumble sometimes and you may even fall. You have setbacks, so be prepared for them and get better at bouncing back. So life is going to hit you. There's going to be a day, there's going to be a night, there's going to be tough times. You need to learn to bounce back. You need to learn to bounce back, okay? And a friend of mine, he's called Andrew Yakwa, he says this thing that there are so many people who would want to see you fail, who want to see you fall. Each time you are going to fail, remember the pleasure it will give to those people, okay? Remember the pleasure I'll give to them and don't give them that pleasure. Never give that to them. Okay. Now, this is the last one we'll be taking. So this is quote number 154. So I'm reading from my new Pocket Companion. Okay, so this is actually a big book. I've brought out the Pocket Companion to help you. The bigger one will be coming out very soon, somewhere December, January. We'll confirm it through our social media channels. But for now, we decided to bring you a very simple Pocket Companion, summing up 200 of serious bites of wisdom from me. So sometimes we tend to think when we are winning that we'll continue to always win, or when we are losing that we'll continue to lose. But life has its own algorithms. And sometimes you can start losing for no wrongdoing of yours. I have experienced this. Things are going so well, super fantastic. I mean, one success to another, one grace to another, then out of nowhere, boom, something hits you so hard. And with all your knowledge, with all your wisdom, you begin to wonder, how did I get into this? And then you bounce back. Then another success, then another success. And then you begin to think because you are winning, you keep winning. No. Sometimes you start losing for no wrongdoing of yours, and sometimes you succeeding not because. But remember one thing, nothing lasts forever. Okay? So learn to prepare for such moments, moments where you can also fail, moments where things can get tough. So learn to prepare for such moments by adapting quickly, failing cheaply, and earlier. It is better. It is a better way to go. So this is just a bit of bringing you into this amazing new pocket companion, because it's actually something that you put it in your pocket and then you can take it wherever you are. And it's going to be one of my most affordable books yet. My books are not cheap. My books are quite expensive because I don't do it for everybody. But this, my first book I'm doing for everybody. This is something that's going to be extremely affordable. You can have this and you can buy as many copies as possible for so many people that you want to share with. Okay, let me read the point number 200 for you, and then we end here. Some of us have to be successful so that patterns of failure, hatred, disbelief, poverty, and mediocrity shall be broken, and the message of success, hope, love, and faith shall be passed on to the generation that comes after us. If we leave our giants, okay, if we leave our giants unconquered, our children will come and still fight them. The trend ends with us, it ends with you, and a new day of greatness starts with us for our offspring. What I'm saying is that some of us need to be successful. I don't care the patterns of failure you've seen around you, in your country, in your state, in your home, in your family, but this ends with you. The hatred ends with you. The disbelief ends with you. The poverty ends with you. You should become the one that opens the matrix and gives hope to other people. And this thing, I believe you can. Because if you do not conquer your giants today, your children and your offspring will still come and fight the same giants. So you and I will do our possible best. We don't want to just come on the screens of people and show the world how successful we are. We are not even interested in any hype. We are not interested in that. We are purpose-driven people, okay? We are people who are tired of this narrative, tired of the young people fleeing, tired of this brain drain, tired of so many things happening, that we want all of us to find ways and means where we can succeed in our own homes, in our own continents, in our own countries, find ways where we can all still be great. Okay, the sky is too big for all of us. The sky is so big for all birds to fly. All of us can be great. And that is what we are trying to talk about. So you should be getting a copy very soon, latest by the 15th of September. Will be available on Amazon. You can just buy it and order as many copies as possible. For those who are in Ghana, it'll be in the first week of September. There'll be a nationwide distribution. You can pick it at very, very affordable pricing. So the book is just, it's an amazing book. The feedback has been wonderful. So we talk about how to lead yourself, we talk about relationship, talk about intentional worth and stuff. I'll take 3 questions quickly and then we'll say goodnight to all of you. So let me go through. I saw some few questions and then I'll pick them up. Okay, so Doc, how do you know when to exercise patience and when to move on? That's a very good question. I always talk about these 3 principles. Okay, so let me write it here to make it easier for all of us. Time and turn. Anybody who knows me, I talk about time and turn. So there's this thing that I tell people. It can be your time, but it's not your turn. It can be your turn and it's not your time. And I'll give you a very simple scenario. Let's assume that I go to see a medical doctor for consultancy. I have been booked to come on a Tuesday at 8 a.m. So it is my time on Tuesday at 8 a.m. But upon reaching there at 8 a.m., there were 10 people ahead of me. So I'm the 11th person. So though it's my time, because there are 10 people ahead of me, it's not my turn. I have been booked for the same Tuesday at 8 a.m. I get to the place, but I get there 5 a.m. because I know people would come very early. So I get there 5 a.m. So I'm the first in the line. There are people after me. So in terms of turn, I'll be the first to go. But the time is 8. I'm there at 5, 6, 7. It's still not my time. But in terms of turn, I'll be the first to go. Now, the reason why I needed to share this example about time and turn is that once we understand this whole time and turn, there are certain moments in our lives where we understand that at this very moment, it is my time to be here and I'm going to stay. But it's not my turn to take that step. So it could be in a relationship. At what time do you realize that you're wasting your time in a relationship? If the relationship, you've put in the effort and it's not yielding, if the relationship is not giving you uh, what you expected to have had from the beginning, or you discover that you are in the wrong relationship because it does not meet every single quality or desire you had planned, you shouldn't waste your time. But there are times where you have everything for the same relationship. Example, the gentleman or the lady, every quality you want. But maybe there are tough financial times, difficult times here and there. That one, you don't move on. You know that it's just a question of you two working hard, putting things together, and then making things work. And sometimes difficult moments are good for relationship. So it's able to help you as you go through the struggles together. It helps to build your bond. So when you know you are wasting your time, or when you know you have to move on, it's where there is no value on the table. So sometimes there are struggles, but there's still value on the table. You know that the person has quality, the person has this, but times are difficult. That's a different thing. But when there's no value on the table, then you don't have to waste your time with it. Are we good? Okay, let me check if there's no question. That's where we'll end for the day. Oh, title of the book. So the book is called, so right here. So Echoes in the Ether, 200 Bytes of Wisdom from the Duah. Okay, so that's the book right here, Echoes in the Ether, 200 Bytes of Wisdom. So it's actually a collection of 200 sound wisdom that I'm sharing with you, but it's actually a pocket companion of a bigger book. So there's a bigger book that will come out, but we decided to bring this pocket companion out so that people can have it to read it in your car, in your bus, at school, at work, wherever you are. You have a small little book, and it's very affordable too. So for those who are within Ghana, there'll be a nationwide distribution by the first week of September. Those outside Ghana, it'll be on Amazon Live by the 15th of September. So you can purchase it wherever you are in the world, and it'll be delivered to you. Okay, thank you so much. It's been a great time with all of you. God bless you, and a very good night. Bye bye. And once again, thank you so much for the house summit. It was awesome. We had a total overflow. We didn't have even space to contain the attendees, and we had to start doing live streaming on Facebook. So initially, we're not even live streaming on social media, but later had to do live streaming so that other people who were not there could watch it. And thank you so much. It was great having all of you. And remember, the Duah Mentoring Club 100 is officially open. You can just scroll down my page. You see it down there. And when you're applying, don't just apply and say, my name is this and that. You won't see the hanger. Why should you? Last year, we had over 700 people applying, and we selected only about 120 people out of 700. So I don't have time, and I can't mentor everybody. So please, if you really want to be a part of it, make sure you have some simple write-up that will let us know why you really want to be a part of it. And would like to help you. And everything we do for the mentoring is free of charge. There is no cost to it. We don't charge anything. There's no pay. We do this as a way of giving back to community. God bless you, and a very good night to all of you. Thank you. Bye.